Alright, so we came up to Timberline Lodge, even though we had our reservations about it just because we didn't really want a ton of crowds, but turns out it's crowded here, but it's okay, and we've actually really been enjoying ourselves, and we decided to stay up here for sunset. So literally right out my window, I have an epic shot of Mount Hood. I would show you, but there's also like a truck parks next to me, so unless you want to also see that truck, then it doesn't really matter. But so easy epic shots. Like seriously, we were able to drive right up here and get incredible views, which sometimes feels like cheating. I think like as a hiker, sometimes whenever I can drive somewhere and get views that are so good, I feel like I should have worked for them, and I literally put no work in. That's sometimes kind of weird. Like it almost like, I don't know, it softens the excitement a little bit, because I'm like, oh, I didn't really work that hard to get here, but you know what, I'm excited about it anyways, and it's beautiful. We are going to probably stay here until we get sunset, really hoping for some alpenglow, and then we are going to head back down to another snow park to camp at for the night. There is an area where you can park up here at Timberline Lodge. There is overnight parking, but there's no pit toilet. There's only the lodge bathrooms. So we're not really sure how that works. Obviously we're not self-sustaining in here. We do need a bathroom in order to, I guess, make things a little easier for us. And I'm not sure if they lock the bathroom in the lodge at night. And normally it would be easy to, you know, be able to just use the outdoors, but it's a parking lot, so I don't think that'd work very well, and I don't really feel like exposing myself today, so we're gonna go back down to a different snow park and try to camp there for the night. But for now, we're gonna try to get some epic views of the sunset. Wow, look at this. Look at this match, says it's wind and waterproof, and look at that, it is burning inside of the snow. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Wow. Alright, it's out, but we're gonna keep it. Alright, so this was our little setup, kind of in more full bed mode. As you can see, we have these two mesh window covers, which I really liked these last night. It let a little bit of airflow in, and so we didn't actually get too much condensation in here. There's like a little bit down on the bottom of our room pool, but this is obviously moisture proof, sort of. You can see how the water's kind of beating up there, which is really nice. But it was really cozy. We were actually very warm. Under this we have a 0-degree 2-person sleeping bag, and under there, to keep us warm on top of our foam mattress, we have another sleeping bag. And we were very warm and cozy last night. Has gone off to take photos of the beautiful sunrise, and I stayed back here to kind of get some things set up, and also he has the telephoto lens right now, and so he could definitely get a better shot. So I'm kind of staying back at the car doing a little bit more of the videography side of things, and also starting breakfast because I'm starving. If you happened to see our cooking video last night, we used these matches because our lighter wasn't really working. And these are different than the matches I usually like to use. These are wind and waterproof. They're like really big. And as you could see, after I put the match in snow, it kept burning. So partly that's a good thing, partly that's also a bad thing. I guess with these, gotta be very, very careful. You don't want any risk of starting a fire, especially in the summertime. So these might be like our winter matches. I think I'm gonna avoid these for summertime just because of how hard it was to put out. You don't want any risk of accidents, but for wintertime and emergencies, I guess these are pretty good. So we decided to do the longer section of the loop that we're doing to the lake. So this one is 2.5 miles, something like that. And then the way we'll go back, the other side of the loop is only like 1.5 miles. So not too bad, not a lot of mileage. The snowshoes are doing great so far. The trail is actually pretty icy, so I'm kind of glad that we both got snowshoes that are good for terrain, that have crampons. I believe it's crampons, correct me if I'm wrong, on the bottom of them, so they are gripping the snow, which is really nice. There's quite a few skiers, quite a few snowshoers. We are enjoying our time thus far on the trail. Something rather hilarious that we found is people drawing and apparently face planting. Nice touch there. Apparently face planting in the snow. It's pretty funny. So fun little tidbit of, I guess, some naturalist or forestry, whatever you want to call it, knowledge here. But we have a forest behind me and also to this side of me, so basically the trail. Mixing up my words. Western hemlocks and the red cedars. Did you say they were western red cedars, hon? Yeah, Camden's more accustomed to these trees than I am, since I am from northern Arizona, so I am not accustomed to a lot of these trees on the western half of the state of Oregon. But so those are the trees that we have here, and they are big and beautiful. Oh, there's a bird. I don't know what kind of bird that is. I'd love to know what kind of bird that is, but I don't. So if anyone knows. Those are the trees we have here, and so we're going to continue on our way
Not sure how many miles we've done thus far. I'll have to look at my watch, but we are getting there and still really enjoying the snowshoes, so it's a good time. We made it to the lake and the view is absolutely stunning. We found a nice shady spot, so I think we're gonna wait for the light to soften a little bit to get some good photos, and in the meantime I'm gonna eat some snacks. I do have a small blister that formed on my right heel. I'm not sure if it's my socks are too loose or my snowshoes were too tight, so I'll try to have to see if I can fix something about that, but for now we're gonna sit down and relax. If I have to play doctor, at least I can do it with a good view. Back in the sunlight, and I'm very happy about that because I was actually getting cold in the shade, but look at that view. I love it. I am obsessed with it. I am also dropping my hiking poles all over the place. We had an awesome time at the lake, so we're gonna go ahead and head back to the trailhead now, and really have enjoyed the snowshoes so far. Not gonna lie, my toes are a little wet, so I think I have to waterproof my shoes just a little bit more, but we had a great time, got some good photos, and now we're gonna go ahead and head back. Alright, so we made it back to the car, and so now we are going to head back home. Actually, first we have to drop off Camden's snowshoes because he rented his snowshoes. If you're looking for a place to rent snowshoes in Hood River, by the way, we went to Doug's Hood River, and they were really nice and helpful. We initially were looking to see if we could like buy a pair because we've been wanting to buy a pair for him anyways, but then we found out that they had rentals, and that was a little easier for us at the time, so they were real nice about that. So we're gonna head home, and if you enjoyed this video, then please give us a like or subscribe to our channel. I know we're like brand new, but we'll really appreciate it, and we will see you guys next time.